Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Elite Mode Tournament 1v1 livecast. I'm sorry for the long break there we just had. Do come back. We are going to be back with some great games we've got lined up here for you. Unfortunately, we've had some major issues related entirely to Relic. Recently, we've had issues with the game crashing when we try to access our replays, issues when we try to go through multiplayer, issues when we just try to click on anything just in the menus. And I'm not making any of this up. This is problems both me, Fatal, and several others have had. It's a Relic issue. It's, I don't know, server instability, something like that. We've just spent about 10 minutes wrestling, just trying to access our replays because it kept on crashing every single time. But
we found some sweet replays quite fast. Purlictor versus KoreanArmy. Who doesn't want to see that matchup? On Longress, nonetheless, as well. So different map, different players, all good. Try to go into replay folder, game crashes. Try to go into multiplayer, game crashes. Tries to start the game, game crashes. This is just so awesome. I can't even describe it in words anymore without exploding.
We've never experienced anything like this before, but we are now both into game one now. So we're going to bring you game one between Purlictor and KoreanArmy. These were games that took place on Longra earlier on today. I believe these were round 2 games. So without much further ado, we are going to jump right into this replay.
So KoreanArmy as the US versus Purlictor's Wehrmacht.
Yes. Now, KoreanArmy actually had choice to begin with for his first game, and he opted to pick US. So he's sort of, this is sort of the equivalent of opting to bat first, sort of, you know, because any old sod can win with there on Longra. It takes real skill though to win with US there. So that's what he's going to be hopefully showing us today is his skills with the US faction on Longra. So Fatal, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's be beginning in 3, 2, 1, unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You will notice we have the full fog of war. We have correct resources. That's because we are not doing
But it's not live. It's not the same thing. It's just not the same thing.
It's not the same. But as we said, tomorrow we'll probably be doing 1 semis fully live, and definitely the finals will be fully live. And the winner will be taking home $125 in cold, hard cash.
Yep, donated TFN by Dr. Wachts, and very nice of him. It's just a Company of Heroes fan, and his firm wanted to sponsor some stuff, some events and whatnot, whatever we wanted it to be, and we decided to go with Elite Mod. Asked him if that was cool, and he said, yeah, sounds good. So all thanks to Dr. Wachts. I'm not German, so I can't actually pronounce his last name.
I won't even try. I'll embarrass myself.
No, I already embarrassed myself. I'm good with that. I embarrass myself all day during Company of Heroes cast. It's what I do.
Yeah, we're always having people picking us apart on our German pronunciations.
Yeah. Stug.
I
love Stugs. Stugs everywhere.
So we have a 2-engineer opening and rifle out from KoreanArmy. So it looks like he is not straying from the beaten track here. He has always been a fan of getting the fast grenades. 2 engineers, 3 rifles, fast grenades. That was his go-to strategy. That's what he became
3 rifle nades.
Renowned for.
I
but
like
no,
that.
no, he is going for a Jeep. Now I get to talk about the Jeep. Isn't that great? Because we mentioned the Jeep against snipers, but what I didn't mention is that the Jeep has had just a straight-up damage buff. It just does more damage now. Previously, it did 5 damage. Now it does 6, and you really do feel it. You really do feel it. It's not overpowered, but it is more powerful. And you can see when it's taking on Volks and MGs and stuff, you can notice it because previously the Jeep it sort of felt like it did nothing. It was really only good for pushing, but now it's a unit in its own right that is actually worth the money that you have to pay to get it.
But even if it's just a little bit better, you know, damage bar from 5 to 6 isn't massive. You can still notice it somewhat. It still has, you know, a limited lifespan. You know, when that Faust comes out, tier 2 tech, or you know, a pack comes up or whatever, just 1 shot away from dying instantly. So you know, it can get lucky from full health to survive a full hit, but you know, that's RNG for you there as well. Not easy.
We have our Jeep out now, opening up on these Volks. So you can see it's not like they're not dropping like flies, but they're taking just a little bit more damage than they would otherwise.
Little bit. A very aggressive move from Korean Army, sending his first rifle and his jeep over to the left-hand side here to harass and support his engineers capping this fuel and stopping the cap of the high munitions point. At the same time, we got some engineers stalling out in the building on the right-hand side, one rifle squad in the center as well. Not exactly sure where he's going to decide to push these rifles aggressively towards the German base, it seems like.
So we have Jeep.
A Volk MG so far for Purley.
And we have 2 rifles and a Jeep for Korean Army. Looks like he's moving in now.
Comes the push. Pushing these Volks around. Got double rifles coming in. The MG setting up, however. It's gonna unpack and move away. Not exactly sure what's going
Those
on.
extra couple of seconds are probably going to give Korean Army the time he needs to escape.
Lucky Volks. 50% health, no casualties.
Volks tend to have a rather uncanny ability to do that.
Yeah, then all of a sudden all of them die instantly.
Yeah, bars pop at some really inopportune moment, and then it's just like it's a hot knife through butter.
Just melts in front of your eyes. This Jeep being really annoying. Hasn't really taken that much health damage either. Purley seems to be focusing on damaging and killing the riflemen instead, focusing on the engineers and rifles instead of focusing on the Jeep. We've discussed this to death during our YouTube cast as well, what to focus on. Some players decides to go for the Jeep, the pushing and whatnot. They just want to get rid of it as fast as possible and just keep it away as long as possible. Some people decide to go for the manpower casualties, just dealing manpower damage to their opponents by focusing on the rifles and engineers instead. You know, is there really, you know, the correct way to go about this?
Personally, I think there is. I think you should always focus on the unit. Not the Jeep, so the unit that is closing in while the Jeep tries to push you. Because if you focus on Jeep, it's just going to run away. Like, he can see if it's taking damage, and he's just going to run away. But, oh!
What's he doing?
No, that mine wasn't complete. I thought it was,
No,
going to run straight into
planted. This other mine is planted, however.
Oh, no, I thought that was going to be night-night for the Jeep, but no.
It looked like a bait, but he was actually planting it, so it wasn't completed. The other one was completed, however, down the south, just outside of the Wehrmacht base. Nice trade. So I'm guessing, well, there goes the Jeep to a Volk squad. He was trying to retreat on the far right-hand side of the map, didn't succeed.
More rifles here, closing down these Volks. Those very low health Volks, finally they take a couple of casualties. And now Korean Army's sniper hits the field. Oh, nice mine. So it looks like Purlictor is going to be routed. No, sorry, Korean Army is going to be routed straight off the field.
They did play very aggressively there.
Yeah, he did.
Fairly nice nades
really
thrown.
Came in very far. So Korean Army taking a bit of manpower damage. Got some fairly weak units. It's going to take him a couple of minutes now just to get everyone back up to full health. And no sign of any further tech yet.
Nothing in Purlictor's base either. He is taking to tier 2 and he is deciding to replace his lost Pio squad that got naded in the building in the center. And he still got his Volk MG sniper and he added on a second MG as well. So fairly large tier 1 for Purlictor. Double MGs on Longre, nothing unusual, nothing we've never seen before.
No, and definitely recommended. I'd say I always go double MGs on Longre. Why wouldn't you?
11 Gs, go for the base pin.
Yeah, absolutely.
MGs
Even if you don't
everywhere.
go for the base pin, you can still cover virtually all the angles with 2 MGs. It's great. That's why it's such a great map for VR. So we have the classic follow-up to the nades, which is the triage. Triage now up for Korean Army. He's going to get very... I mean, he's just got all his units back in his base right now. They're
That's
all
a
healing
whole lot
up.
of healing.
He's not trying to, like, hold the map. I mean, he's got one unit just kind of stalling out here, but it's going to be forced away. He's not... He's going to go out, make a massive flank, retreat, massive flank, retreat, massive flank, and I guess he's just going to keep on doing that until one of them loses.
I guess so. Well, with the lower rifle reinforce cost, he could probably do it a little bit longer than in just bog standard VCO and still be okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But he just can't go out and just continuously lose over and over again. That's not gonna work anyway.
Ooh, his MGs, both of them have been caught kind of on the hop here.
Move away. Can you give me a time sync real quick?
I can. I'm at 803, 804, 805, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, good. I'm good.
Couple of nice
Nice
grenades
grenade
going
on
in.
MG.
Yeah, that's one grenade forcing off an MG. We got another flanking rifle here.
Mine is still unplanted. It's just partially built. Been sitting there since last time.
Sniper still plugging away, but now these rifles are getting pretty close.
Oh, he's not backing down with that sniper either. It takes an additional shot before retreating.
So Korean Army successful, I suppose, in that he managed to retreat Purlictor off the field, but he didn't really kill an awful lot there. That's the problem with longer. You can rout your opponent off the field, and it doesn't really do you any good because he can just come right back onto it, and it's there's nothing you can really cap. There's no besides this one cutoff.
So half-track out for Purlictor. First unit out of his tier 2. Half-track.
Interesting.
Maybe,
Maybe, well,
there,
I can see that against,
you know,
against the grenades,
forward
because
reinforce.
obviously he's forced to come close if he wants to use his grenades. So half-track will keep him at bay.
Plenty of mines being planted by Purlictor as well, both on the left and the right-hand side.
And a motor pool coming up from Korean Army.
Motor pool, so I'm guessing M8 with the tier 2 building already completed though, he should be okay. Obviously,
Yeah, it'll
sees
have limited
sees
effectiveness.
it coming. Yeah. It can still have, you know, a bit of shock value, a little bit of a window of opportunity when it comes out before, you know, the pack hits the field. Because there's no Shreks, there's no Grens, there's no nothing so far.
Nope, this
Only the
pile
half-track.
lures a couple of rifles straight into a mine. But they took no manpower casualties.
Korean Army, you can get out of there, get the fuel capped, and then get out and get back to his triage shield. Heal up. That mine has caused no damage to Korean Army, apart from a little bit of time back in the base healing. So the pack is on the field already from Purlictor. Seen the grenades, he knows they're there, he's seen nothing else, no sniper, no nothing, no counter-snipe attempt. Obviously he's expecting this motor pool now.
Yep. And there is a pack coming out. Korean Army is sort of slipping a little bit off the field here. He wants to be careful he doesn't give too much ground, because obviously when his M8 comes out, he doesn't want to be stuck inside his own base.
But I guess Purlictor is good, as long as he has one of the two fuels. He's got the one on the right, he's had it locked down for the majority of the match, so he's okay, he's doing alright. The 100 fuel in the
by
bank.
this empty half-track just driving around. like a scouting
doing?
unit with no gun. It's a ballsy
very
driver.
annoying half-track.
He's
just like sticky
garrison
knee.
it. I think he's trying to.
Wait, he's trying to.
Ooh, he
get
just got in there.
one man. That was lucky. Camp Prep Center up in Purlictor's base as well. Axis Sniper still working on these rifles and flamers from Korean Army. 17 kills. And AMG just pops out and reinforces from the half-track. Shrek now on a Grenadier squad with a pack on the field as well. Pretty aggressively put as well in the center, smack middle of the center almost. Just waiting for his M8 that just hit the field from Korean Army.
So, he's going to make a big attack now. All his units are full health. He's got his M8, his shock unit. He's lost a lot of the map, but this could be a good time to make a really good little comeback.
Hope he gets those skirts before the Shrek shows up, or the pack.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's the skirt. I was lucky though, the pack's moving on him. He wants to take a shot at him, but he got the skirts, so he's doing okay. Pack's gonna set up, cloaked in the center here. Vet 1 on infantry for Purlictor now, and passive health regen on his infantry squads. Wow, pack misses. Pack does what packs do. Misses. There we go.
You didn't miss that one.
Long range hit.
Goodbye, M8. Didn't even get any time to do anything.
Seriously short lifespan on that M8. I'm not sure, did he get the top gunner before he died? I don't think
Yes,
so,
he
only
did.
the skirts. He did?
He got the top
gunner as well.
yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's a lot of munitions going down the pan there. very little in the way of manpower here for Korean Army. He has opted to put up a weapon support center, and he's also getting himself sticky, so he's obviously had enough of this half track.
The only thing this half-track has been doing the entire game is basically trolling stuff. It's not really done anything. It didn't even have, you know, gunners until very recently. He popped in a Pio squad in there. Oh, nice grenade on the bolts. Brutal hit. Lucky for him, there's no bars on the rifles to finish him off on retreat. Otherwise, that would have been very scary. Nice rifle attack, but he's fairly outgunned. You know, Bet 1 Grens can still, even with a Shrek against a low man rifle squad, hold their own. He's got a rifle in the building, not limited amount of windows though on the short sides, so already doing okay, doing very good actually, I have to say. He is harassing outside of the German base, however, you know, grabbing that munitions point, harassing the VP and whatnot. At the same
he's just
time,
doing whatever he can to distract.
Purlictor is doing the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Tier 3 ticked, and Bet 2 infantry coming in. Is that Pio? Yeah, Pio.
We're gonna see one sticky, we're gonna see two.
Trying to get out of there. There's
That
some
rear
mine.
gunner. So good.
Heavy infantry reserves.
It's better than the front gunner for some reason.
It is. It is. So you see good players always trying to do that weird micro thing where you have to keep on trying to manually make it turn around. And the half-track driver is always like, well, what are you doing?
I don't want to drive this way. Why are you doing this to me?
I don't want to reverse slowly into the enemy. So Purlictor Sniper now on 25 kills, doing a great job there, really raking them in. Korean Army has opted to go for... He's opted not to go down the artillery route and has instead unlocked Rangers.
He's got WSC as well. Anything? No, it's not building anything, so... Oh, here we go.
It is now Sniper.
Okay, okay. It kind of hangs a little bit in the balance now, you know. He's got to get a counter snipe in. I don't know, I'm not sure what else he can do right now, because, you know, the active sniper needs to go. 26 kills and counting.
I want to see Purlictor go tier 4. Because we were talking earlier about how tier 4 is becoming a little bit more attractive now. And
you might get what you wish for.
Ooh.
You just might. He's gonna need a bit more fuel though to actually build anything out of his tier 4, but he's taking it.
And now with the officer coming out of the HQ, you can do all kinds of funky things. Now, if you want to, you could build an officer after you take tier 3, build your tier 4 building, then get officer supervision and pump out like a super quick 12-minute Oswin or something.
Crazy, Oswin is crazy. Obviously, you've almost had to be, you know, winning the game already.
You'd have to be in a very dominating position to be able to do that.
Be over anyway, so. What is blocking that? Oh yeah, the sniper was garrisoned, so he can't cloak for a while.
Yep. There we go.
Now he can. He was standing there for a while. Where's the allied sniper? There he is. He's coming onto the field, uncloaked. He has shown himself by sniping two German soldiers now. One Pio and one shot was at the Grens, I think.
I'm not sure that was worthwhile showing his hand. Just
he was already on one kill, so he had sniped something else before. Nice grenade on the MG. Very low health. Gets taken down on retreat. Little bit of a break for Korean Army. It's breaking out now, trying to at least. And the sniper and a very, very low health Pio is in this half track, but that rear gunner is gonna be mowing down rifles, pinning them instantly almost.
Oh, check this out. We have a bike. So here we go. Purlictor's gonna use his new-found counter.
This bike can produce anything without bars. There's stickies though. He's gotta stay away from the stickies. But there's no bars to really melt that bike as quickly as you can see.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, with just vanilla rifles, the bike could probably get away from them and get to the sniper. Gotta watch out for mines though.
He might be saving it actually to do it a good old-fashioned bike reveal plus counter snipe.
No,
instead of just
you don't need to get fancy. Do the old school stuff. Reveal the sniper, snipe him, counter snipe, done. Don't need to dodge 3 rifle squads.
We hold the initiative. This ring will be taking Berlin by cruising point under siege.
So
Apparently the hider is a bit too high up, or it's a bit too small.
Is it?
Yeah, the hider for the timer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just saw that. Oh well, we'll move it for next game.
There we go.
So this is new. Flammenwerfer. Oh, he cancels it.
Flammenwerfer, interesting.
Oh, he cancelled it.
Oh, why'd you ruin my fun, Pearly? Why? I was looking forward to that. Flammenwerfer didn't actually get any changes. Oh no, sorry, it did get a change. It was just a bug fix, but as a result, it got slightly more damage. Previously, when they made 2.602 patch, they did this. They made a weird mess up. There's minimum and maximum values for damage on flamethrowers, and they set the minimum to be 30 and the maximum to be 25. So
Yeah, that doesn't work.
yeah, so that doesn't
Max,
really compute.
anyone?
So by default, I think it took the maximum, which was 25, not the minimum. So so now it's been increased, so both values are 30. So in essence, its damage has gone up by 5.
Comes the bike. Sniper Hunter. Nicely
sees him.
done. Oh, wow.
Oh, that damage on the native cover road. That sniper is toast. Good night. Oh, and now KoreanArmy gets bars, now that he's seen the bike. You've already lost your sniper, mate. I don't think it's going to help you now.
Sniper is toast, and the Tier 4 building stands in Purlictor's base, waiting for that little bit of fuel. And these rifles are hovering so close to this mine, it
How
kills
have
the
they
Axis
not
sniper
set
at
it
long
up?
range. Wow.
Oh, wow.
You should probably give me a time stick again, I think.
Yeah, I just sped up a little bit. 19, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah,
19.
I was like 3 seconds ahead of you.
Oh, okay.
Those rifles were basically laying on top of the mine and didn't die.
Yeah, they didn't set it off.
They were rolling around and stuff, doing all these fancy combat moves, and you know the mine just like nope, until he retreated over him.
Must have been Hans who laid that mine.
Gotta be. Now
So what do we
Purley's
have
replacing it.
being produced by the Panzer Command? An Ostwind, I guess?
Yeah, Ostwind, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's seen no TD, no signs of anything.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
There's only one AT gun on the field. You can easily circle strafe that stuff.
He retreats
Axis.
to Gren quite prematurely.
I don't know. He didn't really have that much support. The MG was back here at the VP. I was trying to suppress this rifle. He's gonna plant the mine and run right into it. Ouch.
More harassment over here on the top left. Oh, these rifles are about to get shredded by MP40s.
Unvetted rifles.
Or maybe they're
Oh,
not.
okay.
Maybe they're
Not
going to eat a
unvetted
grenade.
anymore. Oh, nice grenade.
Ooh, prop war at just a second too late.
Well, he saved his smoke squad at least.
Oh, AT gun's plugging away, but... Yep. Half track goes out,
Half-track.
but there's a slightly bigger half track now.
Slightly, just ever so slightly
just a
bigger
little
than the
bit.
half track.
Yeah, and this one packs a real gun.
Yeah. Even though the rear gun on that half track is a beast.
Yeah.
It's not that good though. It's no Ostwind, that's for sure.
No, it's no Ostwind.
But with the Axis sniper dead, can't really deal with this AT gun unless he gets close enough to it with the Ostwind without taking too much damage and doesn't get sticky
Doesn't
around
even
the
matter
way.
at this point, does it? He can just
But,
sit with a shot blocker between him and it.
Yeah.
Just
There's
get,
still only
get
the
that
one
barn
AT
building
gun.
in the way, and then just have fun. Two rifles moving out of the base, one of them at Vet 2 with 13 infantry kills. I see we have one supplied upgrade here from KoreanArmy, but his army is very, very small now. He is down to literally just 4 rifles and an AT gun. That's it.
Tiny. Got some veterancy on one of his rifles though. Vet
Yeah, he
2,
does have
so
a Vet 2 rifle and he has 2
long
Vet
range
1
stickies.
rifles, but I don't know.
ACH. Wow, Hurley's
Ooh.
bringing everything.
KCH. They
Yeah.
had one very, very small change made to them, which you will not really notice. I only changed it because it was bugging me. It was something they were supposed to have fixed in 2.602, but it didn't get fixed. It
For no
was-
reason whatsoever, it just didn't get fixed.
Yeah, it was to do with the amount of damage that bars and Brents, I think, do to KCH. The difference is like 3%. I think it does. I think bars do 3% less damage now or something.
Well, that's one part of Elite Mod. It's just basically all of these.
All the
weird
random
errors.
things that don't make any sense, yeah.
Yeah, all the weird errors, like with the Flammenwerfer. Minimum 30, maximum 25, logics. No, that didn't work.
Yeah.
Well, these Vet 2 KCH not having a fun time running past the house garrisoned by a barred rifle anyway.
No, that's a good
That
way to
3%
give
did
your
not save
opponent a
them
Vet
there.
3 rifle.
nicely positioned on the Ostwind, you know, repairing with the pyos behind the building, and
Yeah, I
just
saw that. That was quite a
shooting away.
cute move.
Perfect positioning.
Bit of VP harassment here from Korean Army. Just anything he can do at this point, I think, to drain more VPs is going to be a good thing in his book. I think he probably knows this game is done, but of course this is only game one. This is his turn playing US, so of course when we really see is when the tables get flipped and see how Purlictor does.
Can Purley bring the US play to longer? That's the question.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he's down to 388 VPs. He's draining slowly but steadily. Gonna lose the middle VP as well, so it's gonna go a bit quicker. So if he loses at US and drains less of Korean Army's Wehrmacht, he's gonna have choice. And you know, if Korean goes for the Germans once again, could spell trouble for Purdy. But right now in this game, he's looking pretty solid. You know, Korean Army is trying to expand out of his base, grabbing as many territories as possible. He's got the income. He's got to have the income. But I'm guessing it's a manpower issue, basically.
Yeah, he's sitting on about 400 manpower at the moment. He has a reasonable amount. He could even afford to get TD if he wanted to, but he's just, I think he's spending a lot on reinforcement right now.
Yeah.
And he has just invested in supply at upgrade 2.
Trying to keep his manpower in check. That's not bad. He's got a new sniper on the field, so...
And I think now that he's seen KCH, he wants to get some really high-bitted rifles as well. KCH can be a curse or a blessing for a Wehrmacht player. They can either be what wins you the game when you're facing a sniper spammer, or they can be what lose you the game when you go from fighting 3 Vet 1 rifles to 3 Vet 3 rifles.
Yeah. Doesn't always roll in your favor. You wanna find one squad to single them out somewhere. You know, send them to the off flank of the map or whatever. You know, Hurley could send them to the left hand side of the map now, and you know, harass that one capping squad or the one harassing VP squad trying to grab the VP outside of the German base. Keep the KCH there, and you know, one-on-one, especially unless the rifles have tons of veterancy, KCH most likely gonna win. That's a sniper from Purlictor, just waiting for a counter sniper opportunity. The ally sniper is right there. 4 kills so far. 5 kills. These MP40 Volks needs to get out though, so does these rifles.
So do the rifles.
They're both sticking in it. No one, both of them refuses to retreat. The Korean Army pays for it. Here's gonna be a counter sniper opportunity. Axis sniper takes aim. Ally sniper down.
Good job there. And now these KCH at Vet 3. Oh dear. That's 20% extra health.
At least the bar is reclaimed by Korean Army's Vet 2 rifles. That's good. This AT gun is in trouble though, and Ostwind knows this. Moves instantly for the Vet 2 rifles with the triple bars now. So what's this coming up in the US Bay? Howitzer.
Interesting times to be building a howitzer when there's an Ostwind sitting almost in your base.
Well, he could probably have used TD or at least an AT gun or something, because he just lost his only one.
Yeah, this is not looking too great for Korean Army.
Well, there's fuel in the bank for Purlictor. He could build something new out of his tier 4.
Panther,
Another
go
Ostwind.
out in style.
Oh, who was that?
Mags.
The guy.
Mags.
Mags. Oh, Mags.
He would build Panthers when you had nothing but infantry.
Yeah. Only fights infantry, build Panther.
Yeah.
Okay then. Goes out in style, crushes everything on the map. Awesome.
Yeah.
But the howitzer kind of paid for itself already. It nuked that MG, that's for sure.
Yeah, it
But at
did.
the same time, this Ostwind is just completely uncountered.
Still feels a little bit like bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah, bit like that. Well, it could howitzer the Ostwind. It purely just looked
It
away
really just stays still, and the howitzer doesn't miss like it always
Ask him
does.
kindly in chat. Can you park your Ostwind right there? Okay, yeah, that's good. No, a little bit more back. Can you drive into the shells, please?
Yeah,
That will work.
this one's probably gonna overshoot. If you could just reverse just a little bit.
KT unlocked for Purlictor right now, and a new Ostwind hits the field from his tier 4.
Oh,
It's just gonna
Ostwind
wait
KT
a bit.
combo.
Yeah,
Ugh.
double Ostwind KT GG. I think so.
All you need to complete that is like Vet 3 Ostwinds, so they get 20% extra accuracy.
Oh, the Ostwind's just chasing off everything. Korean Army
Yeah.
tries for the left, Ostwind shows up. Korean Army tries for the right, Ostwind shows up. Korean goes right out the center of the map, Ostwind shows up. Just everywhere.
He
Got an
has
AT
produced
gun
himself
again.
another AT gun.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something. There's double Ostwinds though.
Yeah.
So, bet one as well for tanks. I think he's gonna get himself. No. Not saving up for that KT. Doesn't really need it right now anyway, so. Just saving. Saving manpower for reinforcing at the moment. Reinforcing his volts. Might be saving up for the KT now. Ouch! That MG!
That MG got
Like an artillery
nuked.
man.
Yeah. Well, at least the Howie's been good for something. But I feel it's just a little bit too little, too late at this point. One of Purlictor's Ostwinds does need a little bit of TLC, but the other one is in a good position now to just, as you said before, just go left, go right, wherever Korean Army's rifles are, and chase them off the map.
Seems Purlictor is tired of this VP harassment. He knows that, you know, most likely this time I got Korean Army, checkmate, it's over. But he's gonna go for the VP harassment most likely. He's gonna send one lone squad down here, so I'm gonna build an MG bunker just to protect that MG. Because he's most likely now, when he realizes that, you know, I probably lost game 1 here against Purlictor. The only choice I have right now is to go for a game 3, so I need to lower the VPs as much as possible so I can get choice for game 3.
Here comes the Ostwind. Hello,
Well,
boys.
one of the two.
Yeah, one of the two indeed. I want to see that KT. As soon as the KT arrives, I'm sure that would force a GG out of this situation.
Purley just doesn't really need it right now. These Ostwinds are just forcing off everything. He's not going to be able to harass the bottom VP outside of the German base due to that MG bunker, so he's actually spending his manpower now. He was saved up to roughly 500 to call it in, but then opted to go for bet 2 tanks instead. Just, you know, really. There's no real point in getting the KT. There's not that much to shoot at. Rifles.
No.
Well, TD is in the base,
More
but he doesn't know
Ostwinds.
that, I think.
More Ostwinds.
More Ostwinds, yeah. Get bet 2 Ostwinds. And more of them. Good work.
Firing.
So, what's cooking
Howie
in
once again.
TD anyway?
TD is cooking a Sherman.
Oh, really? He could afford that. Nice.
He could, but there's a pack waiting for him. And a Shrek on about 3 grand.
Yeah. Now bet 2 Ostwinds as well. So, you know, the Sherman's backup is gonna go away real quick, and it looks like Purlictor
dear.
is going for a killing blow here.
Oh
Got
boy.
some prop war used. Focus fire down the AT gun, get rid of that. Sherman just can't handle the pressure, he's alone. He's got no backup, all of the rifles just get minced instantly. Forced back to his base to heal the
Off-map
triage.
being used on those MP40 Volks. Whoa! Oh! That is why you pay attention.
Well, you know, I gotta say the artillery from Korean Army, both the on-map howitzer and off-maps, have been real spot on.
It's been, yeah, it really has
Bullseye
been,
hits.
yeah.
MG
We-
twice in a row with the first shell, and now this first shell off-map nukes a 5-man Volk squad. And the Ostwind goes down as well.
Should mention, we made no changes to off-map artillery or on-map artillery. It's luck of the draw, just like it always has been.
Well, we've seen that plenty of times with just, you know, standard VCO. Remember that
Oh,
game we cast on
yes.
Longer as well, where it hit the
Yes,
exact same spot
yes.
6 times in a row, and the hole was so
The hole
deep
was
that you
amazing.
could like hide your entire army.
Yeah,
in it.
I've never seen a crater that looked like that before. Normally they look quite superficial, like you're sort of like a foot deep. But that
Yeah.
one was, I've never seen anything like it.
a hole
never
in the
seen
ground.
anything like it.
Really, like a foxhole.
Yeah, it was great.
It's awesome. Doesn't happen very often.
Well, here's the KT now, just in case Korean Army hadn't lost all his morale in this game. I'm sure the KT will fix that.
Well, you know, one Ostwind went down, the Volk squad went down, on-map howitzer still bombarding everything. You know, just get the KT to be
Ooh,
sure.
There's
Nice
another
pack
bullseye
clearing.
here.
There is bet 1 rifle down at the VP outside of Purlictor's base is denied due to that MG bunker, so good investment on his part. He doesn't have to worry about that, and the VP drain continues. Korean Army knows the KT's on the
Throws
field.
in the
There's nothing he
towel.
can do. It's over.
I don't blame him, honestly. Do you blame
No.
him?
No, it was kind of over halfway through or so. He just wanted to drain enough VPs, and he drained a couple more, because Purlictor was sitting at more than 400, I think, and he ended up at 361. So roughly 50 VPs managed to drain after it was kind of over anyway.
Yeah. It was well played there by Korean Army, but unfortunately, Ver on Longra showing its power, as always. Well, we are going to take a short break now, folks, and we're going to be back in just a couple of minutes to show you Game 2 of this series between Korean Army and Purlictor, so do not go anywhere.